the next 2 weeks on the Leukopak Lady, I will explore the importance of donor qualifications, and I'll walk through donor factors that may affect the quality of leukopaks, allogeneic manufacturing success, and therapeutic outcomes. For allogeneic cell therapies, donors matter, but not every donation is suited for use in therapy manufacturing. This is different for blood and plasma donations, where the general health of the donor is sufficient to use their donations for direct transfusion. To donate whole blood plasma or platelets, the donors are qualified based on criteria established by the FDA. And these criteria are focused on whether the collection procedure is safe for the donor and whether the donor has risk factors for transmitting infectious diseases to the patient. However, factors such as age, smoking status, BMI, or chronic disease state are not exclusion criteria here, with some exceptions if the chronic disease is heart disease or another infection. But when you consider how many things need to go right to make an allogeneic therapy that will successfully treat a patient's disease, developers and collectors need to consider more than just the general health of the leukopak donor. In fact, the state of a leukopak donor's immune cells is of the utmost importance in determining whether that donation will make a successful therapy. So I've worked closely with many allogeneic cell therapy developers since 2018, and I've gained a good understanding of what they're looking for in healthy donors, and I've even helped some develop screening strategies and finding the right donors to fit their unique criteria. There are some cell therapy developers that just don't need anything specific in their donors beyond the FDA required criteria. However, I find those to be in the minority compared to developers that have at least some unique requirements for their donors. Universal donor specifications that apply to all donors for all therapies are just not feasible. But each developer needs to determine the ideal specifications for their therapies, and collectors need to help them find, qualify, and reserve these ideal donors. Through my work with developers, I came up with a list of the most prominent donor requirements for clinical grade leukopaks. These include age and race, HLA type, history of CMV infection, health history, which includes BMI, smoking status, chronic inflammation, and autoimmunity, the percentage of key immune cell phenotypes, which means the developers are looking for donors that have high percentages of the cell types that they're building their therapies on. Developers are also looking for how the donor cells perform in experimental models, including cellular proliferation and killing assays and xenograft animal models of disease. And finally, how the donor cells correlate with the characteristics of healthy cells as measured by laser force cytology is also becoming more important. If you've learned anything from me in this series, you know that I strongly believe that the selection of healthy donors is essential to standardizing leukopaks, reducing manufacturing variability, and increasing therapeutic success. And really where my passion lies in this industry is here with the donors, because donors matter. So over the next 5 episodes of this series, I'm going to walk through these donor factors that I just mentioned in more detail. Don't miss it.